about, well, we can't leave the equipment there, or it's going to take them so many days. Well, so what? Move them out now. The sooner we move them, sooner those folks will get to come home like they deserve. They've done their job.
You have some people that are real upset and bringing up some good points. One, she just mentioned the equipment, and in my opinion, I think they take as much equipment down there as possible, so when the war is over, they're going to sell it. That's my opinion. So I really appreciate you first of all, doing the interview, but what would you do? I mean, in my opinion, I think a lot of it's the Iraqi government and unable to fulfill the best benchmarks. Why are they asking for us to do more service when their inability to govern their own, I mean, they can't even freaking make a road and a stoplight. What would you do to improve the factors so we can actually fulfill what you're asking, which is to come home 100%?
Well, I think there's the question, do the Iraqi people truly want us to stay there? And I don't think they do. Surveys have been done over and over again. Now, maybe the leadership does, a good amount of them do. They don't have to do the work that they need to do. But every day we are there, we keep them from being able to solve their own problems. We become the enemy. We become the target so that, they're not having to deal with what they have to deal with. And I don't think we should just sit there and say, oh, wow, we were bad, we were in there, now let's get out. I think we owe them a lot of money. But the only thing that we should do
You said what about money? Go ahead.
We need to provide full reparations for the damage we've done. And I want to be really clear about that. I'm totally fully...
Now, I disagree with you on that because I think that the Iraqi government should reimburse part of our war effort since their inability to fulfill those benchmarks. So you and I have a couple of disagreements.
They're false benchmarks. They're ones that we made up.
They're pretty simple though. Just get your act together.
But it's not our job to police them.
I agree with you 100%. I am pro-military, and I am totally pro-military. However, I do see the flaws in the war itself, and the stalling of the Iraq war, in my opinion, is the issue. And what I'm trying to do is talk to people on how we can improve the situation rather than, as the Democrats always do, talk about it about it, but actually come up with something concrete so those people down there can actually, like they say they want us to leave, well, we want to leave. So what is it going to take for the forces to say, just leave 4,000 or 5,000 men there as a police force rather than 165,000 men? And that's why we're all here today, which we might have a few disagreements, but we do have the same common agreement, and that is to eventually end the war. I'd appreciate you talking to me today.